See, now it's dead.
I told you I needed to do this. We can go over everything I just said again. Hey, Ian, let me ask you something. Have you ever, when you're texting somebody, could you can you not focus when you're texting them halfway through the conversation? Does that make sense when I say that?
It does make sense, but that's not the conversation we were having.
Oh, it's the conversation we were having.
That was not.
What's the conversation we ended up having?
The guy was looking at you through your truck, and you were like, "My windows are so tinted."
Right. Did you just hit the?
Wait, what did she do?
She touched the camera. You touched my camera through the fence.
Okay, here, let me write something down.
On this?
Yeah.
You're just gonna
I'm gonna write something silly. Yeah. What did you expect?
It
might.
We need a second pen on the. Can we get a second pen from the staff?
Prepare Bay if you're listening.
And we know that you are. Hey babe. Hey babe. If you're listening,
and we know that you are.
And we know that you are.
we might.
We need help.
We need help.
We need help. You see what's going on. You see what we want to do. You see we're struggling. We see we don't know what we're doing, but we want to do it. We want to do it. We could be like you.
We could be like you.
We could be like you. One day. We just have to form an improv group, start up stand-up comedy, start hitting open mics for the next 15 years, and then one day...
hit show on TBS.
Yeah, after about 10 years. Make a hit show, or make a hit improv group named the Tenderloins. Oh, Reese has brought color-coded pens. Thank you, Reese. You're just as good as Tom from Legion of Skanks. You're really good.
Okay.
I don't think I'm giving attitude.
Sadly.
It's not up to me to say. I don't speak for the Hispanic community, but it's kind of like it's kind of our thing.
So what would be my thing?
Drinking a lot. I mean, that's basically what you got. No, we're gonna have to cut that. Oh my god.
Plural.
Parrots.
There's multiple parrots there most of the time, I would assume. I've never been to a Gasparilla.
Yes. I've been to a hotel that was where Gasparilla was.
What is Gasparilla?
So
I've heard it 1,000 times. I know it's a parade.
What the actual fuck is going on, guys? It's another episode of SuperSour. We're here. I'm here with my best friend. It's my brother. It's my buddy Ian. Brothers. It's good to see you, buddy.
Ian.
We're also here with our producer, camera girl, Reese. Reese is here in the house.
Camera person. It's 2022.
You know what? It feels like 2023. That's what it feels like.
You know what it feels like? World War III.
That's your one. Remember, that's your one.
I got it.
One. It's like a fart joke for you. You just get the one.
Now that we're past that.
Yeah. Guys, we're really excited that we can make another episode for you today. This is going to be a little, I hate to steal from another, phrasing, but Terminator timeline, because there's going to be something else that comes out before this. And we're eventually just going to not know what the fuck is going on when we're recording. Like, we're just going to put timeline. Yeah, stuff's just going to
shovel it out.
Yeah.
It'll come to eventually, maybe.
I hope.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Eventually.
We're hitting some road bumps, but we're getting there. The point is that we're here, we're recording. We're here, we're queer, and we're recording this fucking episode.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
You can't. In 2023, you can't. Officially, for our whole podcast, it's 2023.
It's 2023. It's going to fuck me up at work.
I woke up one day just recently, and I had a dream because there was some guy on TikTok that was like living in 2023, some of those bullshit things. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
There's TikTokers and like people on before that would do like videos that are like, I live in 2055 and the world is desolate, and
are you talking about like ARGs?
Is that what they're? I don't know what that means.
What does that stand
ARGs are augmented like reality.
First video I ever saw that when we were living in the house together, so that's like almost 5 years ago now, and I was taking a shit and I was sitting there in the morning and I was like, there's somebody who lives in the future and they're sending us messages. I was fully convinced for at least 7 minutes before I looked at it. When I'm fully convinced of something, cut that. when I'm fully convinced, we are shaking. When I'm fully convinced of something that's completely fucking stupid, I have to read the comments because those people are stupid too. But there's going to be a number of logical people. That being said, full circle here. I had a dream that I was in 2013, and it was nothing special. But like I was like, I remember in my dream going, "Oh, it's kind of weird. Like I'm in 20." I realized what's going on, right? But I believed it so much that the next day at work, I wrote the date with 2013 or I'm sorry, I'm saying 2013, 2023, and so I wrote that date down for the year the next day because it was just so fucking practical to me that was like, oh, this is what the year is right now.
Was there anything different next year, or was it just
No, I was just,
everything was just the same?
I just wasn't at work. That's all. Everything else was the same. I remember thinking, that's why I was like, I remember thinking like, oh wow, when I go to work tomorrow, I gotta write down 23 instead of 22. Yeah, maybe I was in the future for a minute. So we had to start. Yeah.
What type of in the future are you talking about? Like you went to the future, or time sped up and your like everything was in the future? Because there's two different things. People don't get that. Like
I think time sped up and I was in the future.
Everything was the same.
Everything was the same, but it was just a year.
Well, I mean, this year's going pretty crazy.
Hey, if it's any premonition like Mom has, then then maybe everything's gonna be okay.
Well, that means that World War III went okay,
or didn't happen. Guys, we're not talking about that. We started recording because Ian doesn't know what Gasparilla is. That's something I wanted to talk about today. Was Gasparilla? So he doesn't know what Gasparilla is. For anybody who is watching who doesn't know, most people who are watching are going to be from Florida right now currently. If you don't know, we're based out of Florida. And Gasparilla is a parade that they do once a year.
I knew it was a parade.
Okay, so...
I knew it happens once a year.
So I don't know that...
It has beads.
I don't know the...
Parrots.
Right, of course.
There's more chickens than there are parrots.
What?
It's in Tampa. They don't have any parrots. Have you been to Gasparilla?
I have.
Parrots everywhere.
I said I was saying I was at. I've never been to a Gasparilla. I was at a hotel when Gasparilla was going on. I didn't even know. I was there with friends and fucking Gasparilla was going on. We were like, holy shit, this sucks, because we couldn't even go downstairs because the streets and sidewalks were flooded. It was wild.
I heard a lot of people get in trouble for peeing on people's lawns.
I have not heard that. Reese, you have something to add on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so at the Gasparilla, there aren't any parrots, because in Ybor and Tampa, where they hold the Gasparilla, there's a bunch of roosters, and anybody who's ever been there or lived there knows that there's a bunch of roosters there. There's no parrots in Tampa.
You can't tell me that there's not parrots there.
There's not parrots there.
I think there's...
But they have... Hold on.
I think there's
Hold on.
probably some parrots there.
Can I say that? Can I say real quick that there is...
I don't think so.
There's definitely fake parrots.
Maybe, yeah.
And also...
on like people's shoulders.
And also people
They probably
definitely...
dress up like pirates.
Also people definitely bring parrots.
I've seen people bring snakes. I've never seen people bring a bird.
That is just... See, and this is my... reason fucking 5 million I have a problem with this thing. So let me explain it to you, right? So if you know the actual meaning, please jump in afterwards. If not, then just look at me and go,
Gasparilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, whatever the actual meaning is, I think she told me, and I was like, I mean, that sounds fine, but Gasparilla is a reason for Floridian juice heads and forgive me, ladies, forgive me, fucking people who, Ian said it, who want to dress up very skimpy, and guys who want to, wear their fucking tank tops that just do this. It's the strip down the chest here. Yeah, they do one of those and shit. When I was a kid, Gasparilla was that. There was a bunch of people dressing up as pirates and shit, celebrating whatever the fuck it was supposed to be celebrating. I assume pirates, which obviously pirates aren't really great people. Don't know why we celebrate them.
Because they founded us.
Fair enough. But nowadays, I don't. You're right. I don't go. Oh, Joe, you don't go. Well, how would you know? I see the pictures. I see the videos. I see the stories. it's a bunch of people who go there. They get really fucked up. Fair enough.
On board.
And then they fight other people, or
Another on board.
You're there to either fight, fuck, get beads, or get fucked up.
So what you're saying
is right up your alley.
We should go to Gasparilla. And if there's parrots,
no, because if I get fucked up and go to Gasparilla, that's not okay. I mean, like, I'll be in a fight. Like, we'll be in a fight.
I was wondering when the next scrap's gonna be.
Yeah, but we're not looking for the next scrap.
Always looking for the next scrap. Come on.
So I don't like Gasparilla for those reasons. It blocks up Tampa. It blocks up Florida. It's a bunch
for
of people,
sure.
So it's a celebration of Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So nobody does that. Like, nobody goes there and goes like Tampa, but like people go there like because in that sense, like, oh yeah,
celebration. Sure, it's lost meaning. So is Christmas. Those are fighting words. Thanksgiving. Oh, no holiday has real meaning.
There we go. Let's talk about Thanksgiving.
Idiots.
There we go. Yeah, because that doesn't have any meaning. Yeah, it's just about fucking eating food.
Yeah, spending time with your family.
Cut that part. So then you like Thanksgiving, like you like the holiday. Then is what I'm trying to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so then what does Thanksgiving? I'm not asking you about the part of it. Like, what does Thanksgiving mean to you then? Like, because
people get together and you eat a bunch of food and you get drunk.
Right. So then, and I'm just asking you genuinely here, why don't you like Christmas as much then at that point? Because
my parents are dead.
Well, you get. We'll be right back.
Thanksgiving, I've always been around everywhere because that's the thing. I commingled with multiple different families.
Your father always took you guys out for Thanksgiving, or not took you out, but like you guys always did something.
We were normally going to multiple different places, especially during my childhood. We went to multiple different because when I was a kid, I knew my cousins and most of my aunts and shit like that. I don't know if they were actual cousins because my parents didn't say shit about my family. I don't know none of that. But you just go around, drink and eat and get fucked up.
I mean,
but Christmas was always tight knit.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
That's weird. Because
I never had like some people are like, oh, we're going here and then here and then
here.
here.
I never did that either. I always just had a very small Christmas, like me and my grandma.
But you did the same thing for Thanksgiving? You just went to a bunch of different places?
We didn't really do anything for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
My family doesn't really do holidays that much. I mean, we would go to like one place.
It's funny because we never really talk about it, so it's like to see the difference now because for Thanksgiving when I was a kid, like my father and Michelle, like we would just it was just like she would cook the turkey. We would go. Sometimes we'd go to somebody else's place if like Joe and Michelle didn't feel like it. You know what I mean? Like, but like otherwise it was just like a one. Like we didn't like. But I know people do that. They go, I gotta go here in the morning, then I gotta go here in the afternoon, then I gotta go here later on. Then at night I gotta finish for dessert somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, people do that a lot. Like, but for me, it was like that for Christmas. Like, it's not all Hispanics, but I came from a family to where like. When we were all still together, the Diaz and Albino side, they were like every Christmas, like I would have to take off. So school break was 2 weeks. I'd have to take off 3 weeks. My parents would pull me a week early because we had to go to Orlando and we had to go and like take a bunch of our shit, our animals and stuff like that, go up and set up in like my abuela's house and shit. And then from there we would spend the week there. And then once those 2 weeks hit, we're going to fucking Titi Abby's. Fucking Titi Abby's friends, we're going to Nelson's, we're going to blah blah, we're going to fucking every other day is a fucking until Christmas Eve, and on Christmas Eve we go to fucking one place, and on Christmas, and then and on Christmas Day we go a bunch of places. You know what I'm saying? Like we go to everybody like, and then see, especially for my family, but then we'd have to on Christmas Day drive back home in the middle of the day, and at night then we would do if we did that then we.
I don't think that's even a Spanish thing. I know a lot of fucking people who do stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like when we exactly so
mine was very.
If you're kind of equivalating that, like that's what like for me, I can see now why like it's a little bit different. Also, your parents are dead, so
it has no meaning anymore.
But to be fair, we both have the same adopted family, so it's good.
Shouts out Mama Tammy, Mama
Shouts
Sherry.
out Mama Tammy, Mama Sherry. Happy birthday, Grandma Lena. If you're watching. And
we know you're not.
dokie. Herky dookie. We're back. Took a little peepsy break. Welcome back.
In reality,
or however we did it. However, whoever's editing cut this all together.
Well,
Welcome back, or we're just still going.
We'll see. Well, I mean, no, it'd be the whole going away, and that would be a spot for a sponsor.
Question mark? That's a good point.
You know?
Shouts out.
We take
Mitch and
pee
Morgan.
breaks. That could be sponsor
Shouts out Mitch and
breaks.
Morgan will officially. I mean, they gotta have to. I mean, they're fucking.
They have to.
No,
You guys
no,
have to. He said it.
No.
You guys have to sponsor us.
This.
Well,
If we were just
Your
your product,
product?
you don't even let me finish talking
right
before
here.
I fucking. You're because I had road rage really bad today. Let's talk about that. Really bad road rage today. I've had really bad road rage recently, and I don't normally, but like recently in the past few fucking like weeks to months. I mean, I don't know if. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's becoming one of a few things, right? Am I more impatient? Am I a better driver, or just a more comfortable driver? Then, and because it seems that recently, I don't know, or is it because I'm also getting sick of everybody else who were like, when I drive calmly, I get honks, I get sped around, and I go, all right.
No,
you know,
see, you're becoming more of an aggressive driver.
okay, I didn't even put that one in there. Yeah,
Because that's how I drive, and everyone else who isn't matching my level of intensity driving and my thought process is dumb as fuck, and they should probably just drive off the fucking road.
and I don't want to be like, I mean, like, because I usually most of the time I'm just driving, and most of the time people zoom around. I'm the asshole. I'm the dumb one because I'm not paying. I'm just calm. It is what it is.
But what you did today, kind of the asshole. You cut somebody off and then got angry at them for honking.
I honked back. Okay, so here's what happened. All right, so
The
first
guy
of all,
in front of you
okay.
wasn't going fast enough.
Right, no,
So
hold on. Let me
cut
explain
off
the whole
the
story. You're not
truck.
going to explain the whole story. You're not going to explain the whole entire story from the beginning.
I was in the car.
You're not going to explain the whole story from the beginning, though? You're just going to go right there?
That truck was eyeballing you, wasn't he?
No. I'm trying to explain where my intensity was, right? So when we went to Saki today, right? That's another thing I have written down.
Shouts out Saki.
Shouts out Saki.
Sorry. I
If
hated it.
you are, if you are in the Clearwater area, if you're in our area, you know who we are. You know we know who you are, and you don't go to Saki, but you like sushi and sashimis and all you can eat for $14.99 or fucking what is it? Not a sponsor, Saki, not a sponsor, but we love it there, and so we went there for lunch today to have a little meeting and also just eat. We didn't even do a meeting; we just ate for the most part and had great sake and great beer, and it was a great time. But on the way there,
on the way
there's
from there.
no on the way to no. Hold on, that's what I'm trying to say in the beginning. So on the way there. If you are from this area, US 19 is a bitch, and East Bay to US 19, when you get on there to merge, getting on there to merge from the frontage road and then getting on to merge onto actual US 19, there is
Two
people,
mergings.
It's double merging, and they just don't know how to do it, and it's really frustrating because there's on top of them not knowing how to do it, there's people on the left, there's people on their right lane, but to the left of us that don't care that we need to merge. And they don't care. They see that giant line emerging. Let me tell you something, person on fucking US 19, whoever you are. If you're going 60 in the right lane, go over to the middle. If you're going to go any faster than that, go over to the left. That's why they make the lanes. Because the right lane is mostly merging people. So if you're going to go that fast, be prepared to go into the middle lane or the left lane. But some of these assholes, they just go, I'm doing what I want in the right lane, fam. I've already been here for fucking 15 minutes. It's up to you, not me.
My exit's coming up.
My exit's coming up in 2 miles. It's... So I hate it. It drives me insane. I never really had to take it too much, but I have to take it every day. And I learn, I go, this is frustrating. This is really annoying when you know what to do and everybody else doesn't. Because they're just... They don't care. It's not that I'm late. It's not that I'm like, guys, let's be more efficient about what we're doing here, right? So that set me off right off the bat because that's what was going on. Backed up traffic for no reason. We look over, 3 wide open lanes. What do? I get over. Some asshole comes over in the right lane going fucking 60, and he has to swerve over, and I make my moves. I go, you know what? I'm swerving through all this fucking shit. No big deal. But am I upset when I shouldn't be? Yeah, 100%. So then what happens next, right? We get to Saki, we do our thing, we come back. I'm in a better mood. We're all in a better mood.
It's about an hour later.
We merge onto 19 again. The right lane and the left in the middle
been
lane.
on 19 for a while. Well, before this
Yeah, you're right.
corresponded.
And the right lane and the middle lane were going way too fucking slow. And I was in the middle lane. Way too fucking slow. We were going like 55. And I'm
Speed
like,
limit.
it's 5 over the speed limit. Or is it 55?
It's 55.
Okay, well, that's ridiculous. You know, we're in the middle lane. So I go, all right, there's a truck coming up behind me on the left. I got plenty of space to fucking rev my shit and get into the left lane and keep going. That happens. I cut this guy off because of it, but I go, here's my thing. I'm already putting pedal to the metal, baby. I'm already fucking going. I'm reaching 70. And what does he do the second I get in there? Honk. All right, fine. My turn. Honk back at you. Reverse honk. Because I'll reverse honk. I don't give a shit. And I reverse honk at him. He's upset.
I've never heard of doing that before, but go on.
He's upset, but he's not going any faster. So then what's the deal? So then what does he do? He gets in the middle lane.
No, you brake checked him.
I did brake check him. All right.
You brake checked the shit out of him.
Good. Yeah, good.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Allegedly. He gets in the middle lane, and he calls me an asshole. He's got his window down. We have already have our windows down. Smoking cigarettes over here. And,
You're lucky.
a little inside there for a little inside SuperSour joke. And you know, he calls me an asshole. I flick him off. It's basic road rage. But I would say for the next like 10 to 50 minutes, we're going the same direction. So he's still like not riding my ass, but he's
just driving normally.
He's going into the middle lane like every once in a while and then getting back because he doesn't know what he wants to do. And then he eventually goes like, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm gonna go. And I was also done with it. I'm just going my speed. I'm just like, you know what, I'm trying to get to where I'm going fast. I'm going 65. It's not that big of a deal. He's going just as fast. That's what fucking happened. My point is I don't think that I was that like out of the fucking window. I don't think like I was that crazy. Am I wrong here?
You are wrong. You brake checked the shit out of him. What do you mean? If somebody did that to me, that guy reacted very calmly. Because if that was me...
I've been brake checked before. I react calmly.
I don't do
That's
that.
crazy that you would react calmly to being
Brake-
brake checked.
yeah.
But then brake checking...
But freak out over a guy honking at you.
He didn't honk at me because of the brake check.
Yeah.
He honked at me because I cut him off.
Yeah.
Right.
Like...
See, if I cut somebody off and they honk at me, sorry, everything goes back to normal.
Yeah.
And that's typically what happens. Some people flip you off as they drive by, whatever, that's fine. But if somebody cuts me off and I honk at them and then they brake check me, I'm following that guy to his house.
Honestly, I'm more with Ian's side where he says he's going to follow the guy to his house and beat his ass.
But no, that amount of road rage is... I mean, that's...
Here's the thing, is that you like to try to ride a high horse, but you...
Well, no, that's the best of a bad situation. Because, like, when I drove my SUV, I threw drinks in people's fucking cars.
I would say I've learned my road rage from you.
Yeah. But I've never brake checked somebody like that on the highway.
But I would say throwing your fucking drink at somebody is way fucking worse. You're acting like brake checking is worse than throwing a fucking drink at somebody's car.
What?
What are you talking about?
I've seen it. I've seen videos of somebody getting brake checked, and then that person
they could crash from that. They could crash just the same. What are you fucking talking about?
At a stoplight?
At a stoplight is when you did it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then what do they do afterwards? How are they fucking supposed to drive?
They pull over to the side, or they tried to follow me.
No, I think that's actually fucking way shittier.
Oh, it is way shittier.
I think
but
that's
they
worse.
didn't crash their car or have a potential chance to. You shouldn't be brake checking people, Joe.
Okay, fair enough. You shouldn't be throwing shit.
It's been a while. Done it twice.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, I just watched a thing on of Joey Diaz talking about it. And you know what's funny is that he actually did the same thing that you did.
Throwing big old polar pop.
He threw something at somebody's fucking window, and they chased him. But they were driving. Like, they were driving down a fucking exit or something. And they chased him. And he just, Joey, I prayed to God, don't let me get away with this. I'll never do it again. And that was his thing. Like, but here's the thing. I just don't think you can get away from road rage. Like, I would say 90% of my day, I'm like, yeah, it is, but there's a huge 10% to where, like, after a while, I'm like, yo, I'm sick of this shit. I'm angry, and if you're in my way, I'm mad now. I'm pissed, and whatever level that takes, it takes.
See, I react differently to road rage now. Like, if somebody cuts me off or some shit like that, yeah, I'll get up next to them, but I won't, like, flip them off or, like, start yelling at them. I'll just fucking give them the fucking, you did fucking great, bud.
It's just depending.
You're doing great for the overall intelligence of the population.
It's really just depending. I mean, don't drink and drive, people. Don't do that. It's not good.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Speaking of content, that's exactly what I was trying to bring up. Is that we don't know what's going to come out first, but we do have a couple of things stored up, and we're going to start storing up more. We have so much in the works right now. Every day, we want to assure you that no matter what's going on between all of us, is that you're gonna get your content. We really like doing this. Reese, you like doing this?
I don't care about any of you, but we're gonna keep putting it out.
Okay.
Just saying.
Fair enough.
Sure, some of you are super hyped. Some people probably not so much.
Maybe not so much. I think in this episode we're gonna lose a fucking couple people. To be honest with you,
probably white people.
Is that who you think will lose?
Hopefully.
I don't know, man.
Diversity.
We'll see. I mean, hopefully they'll see that we just fucking love everybody, but we're just fucking weird.
No, we don't love everybody.
We don't love everybody.
Everybody equally.
Nope, and then connect.
What is that from? Is this from something?
It's just a hand hug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you have a strong grip.
This is a
You got a strong.
Oh, that's right. This is a hand hug. That's a hand hug. All right. But it doesn't.
Now we're doing it right.
This is a manly.
That's all right.
Is that manly?
These
is this
are
manly?
so
Let us know in the
manly.
comments.
What do you think? Manly or
Or little 2022.
manly or little xzstnce? Hold on. No.
You're doing it wrong. You have to wait.
You were waving the wrong way. I didn't like it. I just want to let you guys know that we have a lot going on. We have, I don't want to try to say too much because I like it to all just be a surprise as it comes. But a lot of things working on with, change of...
New cooking show.
Yes. Development of the podcast itself. Production. But also, if you guys don't already know, if we haven't promoted it enough, if you're not seeing our social media, please go check out our social media, go follow. We're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram. Any social media that you use, we're on it. Reese, what's our social media name? Our handle for everything?
SuperSour. Sometimes it's SuperSour JIR.
So SuperSour or SuperSour JIR. YouTube, you can find us there anywhere. Follow, like, subscribe, all of that.
Comment.
Reese puts a lot of work into it.
All the comments.
She's the heaviest of the social media right now. Me and Ian, we try to dabble in there, but Reese has a lot of time for that, and even the time she doesn't have, she puts towards that. We really appreciate it if you give it all a look, check it out. It's really cool. I mean, we're trying to put some more out on TikTok as well. I mean, we seem to have a lot of fun with that. I think you guys like that too, so trying to be on there more. But yeah, just so you guys know that we're on there and all that, and that we have more coming. And if you like all the things we're doing so far, you're going to like it more because we just keep fucking building, baby. We keep building those bricks. Oh, jeez. Is that what you're thinking about?
No, it's just what I wanted to write down.
You just wanted to write that down?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to let everybody know he wrote down butt stuff.
Butt stuff.
So, Don't know what we're supposed to do with that, but apparently butt stuff.
We're just throwing it in there.
Anything you wanted to like bring up or that's been going on?
No?
No. Got nothing, huh?
What is this, therapy?
No, it's a podcast.
No, I'm dad.
Well, I have some other stuff. I have some extra stuff. I know Reese added some extra stuff too. I know there was something on that list.
Brought up Parrots.
Yeah. So, that does remind me that I did write down here. So when I asked I needed help reminding me what I wanted to talk about, even though it was just
Mardi
two
Gras.
topics. So we were in the car, and I go,
Or
"What is it?"
Gasparilla.
Gasparilla. And I go, "What is it that I needed to remember?" We're sitting there, we're trying to remember, and Reese remembers. She goes, "Oh, Gasparilla. It's Gasparilla."
They
Right?
said, write that down.
And I said, road rage. I said, "Oh, we need to write that down." And I was like, "Can somebody put that down on their phone so that way I can remember later?" Ian sends me a message, and what did it say, Ian?
Parrots.
He said parrots.
Because at the end of the day, I would have remembered
You would have remembered what?
Parrots.
And what would that have meant?
New Orleans.
Nope.
Gasparilla.
There you go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
One agreement.
Celebration of life and death, but yeah.
Yeah.
In New
stupid.
Orleans, right?
Yeah.
It's a whole. They have a bunch of different celebrations they do during Mardi Gras, right?
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's 2 weeks, isn't it? I heard Mark Norman say he's from New Orleans. He said it's 2 weeks.
Well, it might take 2 weeks
Okay,
to do
okay.
everything, but no, the actual thing.
Who's Mark Norman?
Hey, comedy. He's a comic. Hey. That's the best way I can explain him. He's a comic. And
The best friend.
Yeah. Clip that. Mark Norman will love that. Hey, comedy. And that's who he is. I know we don't have too much longer left because we try to keep these short so that way whoever's gonna have to edit this shit doesn't have to fucking go through a really long amount of time. I have a couple other things that I'm really happy that I was able to remember and write down.
It was me.
Is Ian's stack of cans in the shot? Oh, don't.
Yes.
And there, yep. And see, and I knew that was gonna happen. And
We like to have fun around here.
also, just tip your waitresses and waiters good. Like I try to tip good. Reese tips really good, and Ian tips good too. So
I always tip good.
that's what I just said. I just said you tip good, Ian.
I tip really good.
He goes, I always
I
tip
tip the
good.
bill.
You tip. You don't tip the bill.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes.
Reese tips the bill.
You didn't tip the bill while we were there.
Not this
She didn't
time,
have to
no,
bill. She
but
didn't have to
yeah,
bill,
I didn't
yeah.
have to bill. So I did one.
It's not a
other
flex,
bill.
but we tip good too. Like I'll always tip like $10, $15 if I can. If I can do 15, I'll do it. But I always do at least just depending on what it is. People know notoriously if I go get a beer at a bar and just one beer and cash out, I will tip them $1, and they will go, "What?" And I'll go, "They literally went to the fucking thing and handed me a beer, and I cashed out. I'm not gonna give them more than that. That's ridiculous." People get one. So,
Yeah,
honestly,
that's understandable.
only one person gave me shit about that ever, and I was like, "How are you not?"
Was it me?
No, it was some chick that I was from Target. I don't even remember her name because she was just some chick who worked there. She was at dinner with all of us. We were at doing one of these big dinner things. She threw a fit because fucking you don't fucking you got a beer. You didn't tip. You only tipping her $1. I was like, I got a beer. That's it. That's it.
Honestly, when I only get one beer at a bar, sometimes I don't tip. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about that because
You're worse than him.
They usually hand me a bottle, at the bars I go to.
Right. Oh, see, even then, I shouldn't tip, but yeah, I just make sense. I go, yeah, I'll just give you $1. I mean, you served me. That's why I think I go. So,
But I also don't just get one beer when I go.
yeah, I was gonna say that's not something.
So
Yeah.
it's
It was mostly at B-Dubs because I would go at the you go straight to the bar and get a beer before you go get seated because you can do that. and then you just cash out at the bar.
Should at least give them $1.50.
So so that's what happened. Is like I got a beer at the bar. Everybody got there. I went inside. I asked, I said, "Can I just take this outside with everybody?" They said, "Yeah, we'll just give you the receipt." They brought it to my thing. I signed the dollar, and everybody was like, "What?" And I go, "Guys, it's literally not even my main thing. I'm about to order with this lady more beers and food, and then I'm gonna tip her."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Oh, but what about the guy who served you?" I was like, I gave him $1. He got me one beer. Like,
also, odds are they probably split their tips at the end of the night. Most restaurants do it that way.
right? Yeah.
Well, you split tips with like your bar bag. Bartenders do.
Yeah, but sometimes the whole restaurant, like if it's a restaurant, they'll.
It's a shitty restaurant.
I agree. Yeah, the service industry is really shitty. We can talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be another episode. Fucking write that down here. Fucking. These don't even work. Okay, there we go.
The service industry.
Service industry. There we go. All right. Let's talk Bob Saget. Let's transition into Bob Saget. That happened a little bit ago, but I just heard recently, right? So
he was a child molester.
So he was not. But okay, thank you, Reese. So Bob Saget died. He had the autopsy. It was some head injury, right? But now they're saying like the head injury. Have you seen the thing about the head injury? Did you see that, Reese?
No.
So that's why I really wanted to, because I really like to get Reese's opinion on this too. Is like, so he died, and they said that the family didn't want to release too many details, and the family decided to release that the autopsy showed that he died to it was a head trauma thing. He had brain damage, because obviously everybody goes, "Oh, it's Bob Saget, he overdosed," and they said no, but the autopsy apparently shows that he received a blow to the head that was the equivalent of taking a full-blown strike with a bat to the back of your head, or falling, they said, 3 to 4 stories from a building on the back of your head. That is what they
significant blow to the head, one that fractured his skull in several places and caused bleeding across both sides of his brain.
Right. And now the family said that they don't want to talk about it anymore. They don't want to talk about his death anymore. Now that came out. So they're not saying because,
so he
but
has ties in the mafia.
Whatever happened, I mean, it's obvious that it's something deeper. And I thought, that's why when I heard that, I go, "Oh, Reese has probably got her fucking nails sunk into this." But now, unfortunately, because it sucks that Bob died. Fucking such a great
Rest in
comic.
peace.
He was a comic. He loves comedy. He loves all the up and coming guys. He was. I heard a lot of stories about him recently that really cool to the scene, and of course, growing up being America's dad, and then knowing that he's also fucking.
What was that? Family Matters.
Full House, Full House, and of course America's Funniest Home Videos, and to see him also do that dirty ass comedy he would do was it was wild. So however whatever happened, it sucks, but
Yeah, cut it out, guys.
yeah.
Not a Bob Saget thing, but we all get it.
and what I actually heard is at the funeral. It was quoted. It was pretty emotional. John Stamos, when he went up to the casket, he put his hand on the casket and said, "I'm there for you, babe." It's true. True story. Happened. True story. True story. True story. Mary Kate and Ashley, they were there too, and
no, they weren't.
no, they were there.
No.
And they were quoted. Look it up. They were quoted. They said they went up to the cast and they said, "How wooed, how wooed." That wasn't her. That was the Stephanie bitch. But rest in peace, Bob Saget. I think the main card just started. We're kind of sign out on this by talking about UFC's on tonight. It's boys' night Saturday right now currently for us. It is a dog shit UFC card tonight, and I just kind of want to use this to promote that this.
It's just a bunch of people we don't know.
Right. And if it's something that you're interested in, live stream podcasts of fights or just hearing about fights and stuff that are going on,
Yeah, you'd be watching us watching fights.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. If that's
And
you know,
watch
and
with us.
and also if you're just interested, that's something that me and Ian plan to do for a podcast as well. But yeah, we have the UFC's tonight. Probably gonna break off from here and go check some of that out. It's a bunch of no-name fighters, but Bobby Green is fighting Islam Makhachev. That's gonna be a sick fight, and I'm really fucking geeked for it. But Dana White, fix your cards. Fix your cards. That's all I have to say about that. Ian, is there anything else you have to say? Actually, before we go, I want to ask you guys one more thing. How much time? Where are we at?
59.
We'll save it for next time. Anything you guys want to bring up or anything?
I want to bring up what you were about to bring up.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
No. And that's been SuperSour. Guys, thanks for watching.
Wasps, aeronautical porters.
Watch out for waspuses.
Watch out for waspuses.
We got a good next episode coming. I'll tell you that much.
It's all just a train wreck, and I'm okay with it.